As the funds being rotated out from the technology sector, recovery team stocks in Malaysia has outperformed the market. So in fact, it is possible that the recovery team rally has entered into Wyckoff phase E, which is the marking up phase where the potential momentum move begins. So in this video, we're going to find out the top 3 Malaysia stocks that are riding and leading the recovery team. So low risk entry via the pullback trading or the breakout trading together with the potential price targets at the key levels will be analyzed in the video. So let's get started now. So the first stock that I'm going to show you is AIRASIA. So AIRASIA has been entering into consolidation mode since the COVID sell-off. So that's the sharp COVID sell-off. So we can see there's a selling climax followed by a automatic rally. So there's a technical rally, and subsequently we have this kind of the uptrust action, which shows strength in the market in the stocks. Subsequently, you can see there is a grinding down type of the pullback or reaction with the decreasing of the supply. So suggested that the supply has been exhausted. So that has been confirmed by this minor sign of strength rally. So it comes with expansion of the volume, and eventually we have seen this backup action. So this backup action just come back into this trading range about halfway into the trading range, and followed by a rally up. So at the moment it's just attempt to break out of the previous swing high generated by the uptrust action. So another thing that is encouraging is definitely the expansion of this volume. So suggests that there's some kind of the aggressive demand push the price up. So right now it's sort of entering into a climatic run up, especially with the increasing of the volume, such as the increasing both supply and demand. So definitely not a good timing to just jump in to chase. However, if you can just sort of have a pullback into this green box as the supporting area, that could be a nice long entry as long as it shows some kind of the reversal. And otherwise, you can just wait for a breakout of the previous swing high level right there to just enter your low risk entry. So this is AIRASIA. So once it's entering into this phase E markup move, the immediate targets will be probably the gapping area followed by this axis line. So previously as a support area, once it's break, now it become resistance level at 1.6. So this is the target that I'm looking at. So that's AIRASIA. Let's take a look at the next stock. So GENTING Malaysia. So GENTING Malaysia is also in a very nice structure. In fact, in terms of the relative strength, is definitely stronger than AIRASIA, is in a upsloping trading range. And if you take a look at the relative strength, compare it to the S&P 500 in the US market, definitely for the past few weeks it just shows the strength, because while the S&P 500 has entered into the correction mode, look at this nice rally in GENTING Malaysia. So definitely there's a lot of strength in GENTING Malaysia. So in terms of the price action, definitely we have this kind of the selling climax similar to AIRASIA. So supply has been increasing during this COVID sell-off. That's the selling climax followed by a change of character, which essentially stopped the downtrend from going down. And if we just zoom out a bit, we can just see that from a longer point of view. So previously this is the downward movement, and right after that we have seen that this downward thrust is getting shorter. So we have seen the shortening of the downward thrust suggested that down momentum is fading from the long-term point of view. And if you are a pattern type of the trader, you probably can spot this. This is a falling wedge, which is bullish in nature. But anyway, just back to this selling climax. Subsequently, we have the change of character followed by a test. So look at the test. It just comes with a decreasing of the supply level. When we compare it to all this, suggested that the supply has been exhausted and it actually formed a higher low. So this is a supply absorption in progress, and subsequently a rally can be expected, which is this rally up, and it comes with an expansion of the volume, such as some aggressive demand coming to push price up. So that's the sign of strength rally, followed by a backup action with a decreasing supply, and eventually that actually confirmed this accumulation structure. So right now, just entering into this sign of strength rally. If I look at the price movement is relatively sharp, and probably the last runner has a bit of the climatic action. Just wait for a possible pullback. This is the immediate support area. Right now is somewhere around 2.9. So if you can just pull back near the support area and have a reversal type of the signal, then that could be a nice long entry. Otherwise, wait for some kind of the confirmation to break out of the previous swing high level. Okay, so next one, and the last stock is also Genting. So this is Genting Group. Previous chart is Genting Malaysia, which is related to the casino, the theme park. This is Genting Group, the holding company. So let's take a look at the price structure. So at one glance, definitely previous chart is better because it actually shows a higher high. So this is slightly weaker, but in terms of the strength, it definitely shows some strength when we compare it to the market. So first, if we compare it to the S&P 500, is definitely outperformed the US market, the S&P 500. And look at this rally up. While a lot of the technology stocks are taking a hit in the market, so Genting has been in a short-term rally up. So in terms of the larger structure, let's take a look right there. So similar to Genting Malaysia, we have the selling climax with the increasing of the supply level. So that's the selling climax followed by automatic rally. The technical rally actually take the stocks up, and this is the change of character which stopped the prior down move and also entering into the consolidation mode. So this is the trading range. So this grinding down movement is very similar to the Genting Malaysia, with supplies decreasing throughout, apart from I think this bar. This is probably the earning or some kind of the news. But anyway, look at how the price move. Definitely this is some sort of the grinding down type of the movement, and that suggests a supply absorption that confirmed by this sign of strength rally with the expansion of the volume, suggested that the aggressive demand come in to push the price up. So right after it have a attempt to break out, there's some supply come in and followed by a reaction down. And look at the healthy reaction comes with a decreasing of the supply, and eventually right now is just having sign of strength rally, breaking out of this accumulation structure. So this is a very healthy and bullish structure. And in terms of the entry point, you can see that I have drawn up the green box. So this is the green box somewhere around 4.5 to probably 4.8. And if you can just come back, have a reaction, tested this supporting area followed by some kind of the reversal bar, that could be a nice long entry. Otherwise, should the pullback doesn't really show up, it just maybe have this kind of the breakout, then I think it could be a nice entry as well. So probably the stop will be just somewhere below 4.7. And for the immediate price target, that will be somewhere around 5.75 or 5.8. That's the previous resistance. So you can see that this is the axis line where it previously has a support. Once it's break down, it becomes a resistance, and also followed by 6.5. That's also the previous resistance as well. So some further target showed up here as well. So in terms of the structure, definitely I think these three stocks are very bullish and also sits nicely with the recovery theme. This is the end of the video. If you'd like to learn more on how to increase your winning rate, definitely check out the video that showed up on the screen right now, and do remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also to get my weekly exclusive content update for both trading and investing ideas for free. The link is in the description below. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you soon.